So I have a few talking points. It's nothing major. So our main purpose is to simplify the process of your maintenance needs for any community. It doesn't matter if you have 1,000 units or you only have 50 units. Our goal is to make sure that your maintenance needs are as simplistic as possible and as affordable as we can make it for you. So what we try to do now is go with a proactive approach. There's some things that just will save you money over time by just making sure you're addressing them by annually. Let's say gutters. Almost every community have gutters. This is just to pick on one small thing. Everybody should get their gutters clean, regardless if we're doing them for you or you're doing them for yourself or your individual homeowners. You should be having your gutters cleaned twice a year, in the spring and the fall. If you don't do that, what happens is water backs up. Now you have water intrusion. So you went from maybe $60 to $150 to get your gutters clean to a $5,000 claim or more, because you now have remediation that needs to happen along with restoration. So what we want to do is try to make sure we stay on top of those kind of things to save the homeowners, more like the associations, to spend unnecessary money. So what we want to do is we're increasing our monthly inspections. Our managers already do monthly inspections, but now with my team, as we go out, we're doing more detailed looks. Managers aren't contractors, so we know what to look for more than what our managers do. So what we're now trying to implement is a system where we now put out a report. So what we would do is we go out onto your community. If we see things, we will automatically go back to the manager saying, hey, we were out on your community. We see the fences are in disrepair. This is what it will cost to get it done, and go from there. So we are also aware that all associations don't have a bunch of money to spend. So what we can also do is sit down and come up with a game plan for the association's vision on their repairs. So let's say in 5 years, you have wood fence, you no longer want wood fence, you want to go a PVC fence, because all you have to do now is power wash them to maintain them. We would come up with a plan so that say, hey, you don't have $10,000 for your association to put out at one time. We can do it and then work out a payment plan rather than the association having to dump all of this money at one time.
We have the ability to bid on contracts as well?
Oh, yes. So at this point, we pretty much can offer 90% of anything the association could need. So if you have a fire, we can do the mitigation along with the restoration. Only a very, very small portion of what we have will ever be subcontracted. We pride ourselves on doing the work ourselves and not subcontracting our work out. If our work is going to be where we cannot do it, you will know, because there'll be another vendor attached to the project. Just that simple. We are very big on being, as Heather says, transparent. If we drop the ball, I will never make an excuse for a mistake. I will only tell you these simple words. I cannot fix the past, I can only move forward. So if you tell me there's an issue, I will fix that issue, and we will strive to make sure that never happens again. I cannot promise you perfection, but I can promise you work ethic and hard work.
How do you, if at all, interact in insurance claims?
We go through the complete process. Usually, when a claim first starts, before the insurance company is even called, it's the mitigation part. So if there's a flood, you have to go in, tear out the drywall, set the dehumidifiers, air movers, all that good stuff. We have systems in place where either if we are not doing it ourselves, that we have select vendors that's already been vetted to ensure that the process moves quickly. So what will happen is they come in, we already have all of our numbers, all of our measurements, all the specs necessary to send to the insurance company, so that we aren't what's holding up the process.
And the paperwork part?
That's all part of it. So the insurance company is going to ask for all that immediately. So as soon as you go to them and say there was a flood, they need the paperwork along with to process it. So some insurance companies, I'll be flat out with you, they'll say, you know what, just fix it. Some insurance companies want you to flat out give all of your specs, drawings and all of that stuff, and we're prepared to do whatever's necessary. We already have it so that if they ask for it, it's already there for us to give it to them.
How do you handle the assignment of responsibility between the association and the unit owner?
Well, that's all determined based upon the governing documents. I don't know every community. It's too many communities for me to keep up with everybody's governing documents. So I refer to the manager. So what I will do is I'll come in, and every job I go to, there's a synopsis done. There's a summary done on all findings. So if, like for instance, the leak investigation I'm dealing with right now, when I go back, we're trying to determine who in that tier is causing the leak. So once I get back, once we determine who on the tier is causing the leak, that synopsis, that summary will go to the manager, and then the manager will then handle any chargebacks necessary.
And is your service available to full service or AA clients as well?
If you are part of the ACM family, we will service you.
Thank you.
In the back.
So 3 questions. Question number 1, so what is the cost? Question number 2, do you provide warranties, so they're commensurate with the industry? And question number 3, what type of certifications do you have?
Okay, cost. It's all job based. So let's say for instance, you just need basic stuff. We have an hourly rate that's built into everyone's contract. So if you say we need light bulbs changed, items like that, that's nothing that takes any real skill. There's already a set hourly rate that's in your management contract. Anything else, all of our rates are market comparable, where I guarantee you, because I pride myself on this, we study what everybody's already charging, and we try to stay equal to or less than them. We aren't trying to get rich off every community, and we know the financial needs and restraints that associations have. So our plan is to give you the same great product for market or just under market value, if you get where I'm going with it. And the last part, you said what certifications we have.
Yeah, so the warranty and the certification.
So warranties are all based on what item you're getting. Like your warranty on your roof. So let's say we do a roofing project for you. Your warranty would be according to what shingles you choose. Now, when it comes to craftsmanship, we give, for a roof, I give a 5-year warranty on craftsmanship. For the shingles warranty would be based on the shingles that you choose as association. So we would never choose that shingle for you. We would give you options, and you would say we want A, B, or C. For, let's say, a hot water heater. Let's say you have a clubhouse and you want the hot water heater changed. We change hot water heater. The hot water heater is going to be inspected anyway by the county. So they will clear it. If the craftsmanship isn't there, if something isn't done right, you will know immediately. The warranty for the hot water heater will be based on the hot water, whichever company we use.
And then the certification.
Certifications, we are mold remediation certified. We are asbestos and lead abatement certified, and we have the Maryland MHIC general contractor home improvement license. Sir,
Estimates?
free estimates. We do not charge for estimates.
I have a question.
When you talk about the gutters every year, is this something that you do on each property or something that has been requested?
It depends on, every board does not operate the same way. So what we would do is offer it. It would be on you to say yes or no. We would not, unless you say, look, you all know what you're doing, just get it done, just don't take advantage of us. Then we will automatically put you on a schedule, say, no later than the 30th of March, all of your gutters will be clean. No later than the 30th of November, all of your gutters will be clean. So we would stay within those biannual time frames to make sure that everything is done the way it needs to be done.
So what we will do is we'll create sort of an opt-in form for routine things that we recommend. And, you know, we will never do anything that without board's approval, unless they're small things or emergencies. But we will provide that information so that if you want to opt in for routine, Bernard can do routine maintenance where we just get it done, as he said. But we understand it's a trust factor, and we want to make sure that we establish that expectation with the board.
Two more questions. How big is your crew? And is this a partnership with ACM, or are you all employed by ACM?
I am directly employed by ACM. I have a 6-man team that, okay, so the name of my business for Bernard McCoy is B&B Community Services. We are partnered with ACM Management. So B&B Community Services actually holds the MHIC license, the insurance, everything necessary to be able to do any of the work necessary on your community under those categories. But it's not a situation where it's not a sub situation. We are actually partnered. The money comes into a pot, and that's how it goes.
And ACM is indemnified as well. So we're endorsed for the
Right.
work. If there's things that require the MHIC license, then Bernard will handle it. To
Right, so-
ensure.
So let's say, for instance, insurance claim. If it's an insurance claim, you're going to see on your invoices, you'll see B&B Community Services. That's because we hold the license, and anything under insurance has to be underneath a license. But let's say you need some minor electrical work done. That also falls under the MHIC license, but does not necessarily need an inspection. That will just come under the regular work order, and you will receive the charge for it under ACM. But if there's if ever you have work done or you need work done and you have any questions, we are always more than happy to completely explain anything. Any other questions? All right.
Right.
I prefer to work.